Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns some trade rumors that just started to come about this morning, actually, when it comes to certain players that the Lakers could have interest in. But it still remains to be seen if these trade rumors are valid or they are potentially just rumors. So I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it and what this means for the Lakers moving forward when it comes to potential championship goals or just having a solid team to reach the playoffs so they can have a fighting chance at going potentially maybe into the Western Conference Finals or the finals in general. So I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media. It's much appreciated. And of course, guys, if you haven't yet, please hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. And I really do appreciate if you just do so, and then, so you can get some notifications when I upload my videos on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Much appreciated. So guys, according to the reports, I basically saw these reports on Bleacher Report when it comes down to some potential trade rumors that could be an interest for the Los Angeles Lakers to potentially target. Now, I did make a video, my last video, maybe a couple of videos ago, when it comes to the Lakers having interest in Miles Turner. But, there's not a lot of significant news about it, but, they're just basically rumors. They could potentially happen, but there's a 99.9% chance that it could not because of what type of assets that the Indiana Pacers want. And the same goes for this particular rumor. According to the reports, the Lakers are showing interest in Ben Simmons for potential trade, rumor type of reports. And now, guys, when it comes to this particular rumored report, there's a lot of speculations, and there was actually, before the season ever started, that the Lakers could go after Ben Simmons in the offseason. And, during that time, we had players like Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, KCP, and those particular players. And, if I would have said at that particular time, I would have basically made that trade for Ben Simmons because the Lakers had the assets for it. And plus, they had the, I believe, the 22nd pick in the 2021 NBA draft. So, when it came to that particular rumored report, I would have said, yeah, let's go for it. But, the Lakers went with Russell Westbrook. And, so far, when it comes to the performances of Russell Westbrook as of late, it's kind of an up and down type of situation with him. And slowly he's starting to get his rhythm and starting to play, the Russell Westbrook that we've seen for these past couple of years. And obviously, slowly he's starting to, learn how to play with this Lakers team alongside with LeBron and Anthony Davis. But when it comes to this one, Ben Simmons being in the interest for the Los Angeles Lakers is not anything too surprising. And when it comes to his trade asset, I just don't think the Lakers have the assets to go after Ben Simmons, because when it comes to the assets the Lakers have, the only asset they have is the 2027 first round pick. And when it comes to other players could be attached to it, there's THT, and then there's Kendrick Nunn, who are potential type of trade packages if somehow the Lakers want to pursue Ben Simmons. And I just don't think that the 76ers are looking for that type of trade package. They probably want somebody big in return, maybe possibly adding on Russell Westbrook to the trade, or if they want to go that route and want those particular assets, it could be Russell Westbrook, and then it could be THT, and then you add a first round pick into this particular trade if they want to, if the 76ers want to make a trade with the Los Angeles Lakers for those particular assets. But as it stands now, guys, they are just trade rumors. And I'm not really reading too much into that particular trade because of how lengthy his, Ben Simmons' contract is. And if I have to say, if the Lakers can pull it off, then I guarantee you the Lakers will be championship contenders, because this is Ben Simmons we're talking about, a guy who can defend and also can play very well on offense. The only thing that's missing out of his repertoire is making shots. He's the worst free throw shooter when it comes to, he's really bad, and that's why, some people criticize of his shooting as of during his time with the 76ers. So when it comes down to it, all across the board, he's like the next coming to LeBron James. I mean, that's what the analysts say about him. And, I'm personally a fan of Ben Simmons, but the only thing I just don't really like about him is his shooting, which is obviously the only trait that he should have, because that's what the NBA is all about when it comes to making shots from the three. The transition of that has really been changed very quickly since Steph Curry came into the picture with his shooting efforts, especially from Klay Thompson and the rest of them. The Warriors basically changed the culture of that. So, but when it comes down to it, I have to say this is a long shot, but I won't be surprised if this potential trade rumor does start to gain some speed when it comes to if the 76ers have interest in trading with the Lakers, unless the Lakers add on another team, maybe a third or fourth team, into a potential 4-team trade for Ben Simmons. But still remains to be seen about that. So I'm optimistic for it, but I won't be losing sleep over a potential trade for Ben Simmons. Now, another trade that's on the interest for the Lakers is Jerami Grant from the Detroit Pistons. Now, I have to say, when it comes to this particular trade, that's a really good, realistic type of trade scenario, because the Lakers are looking for a wing, and obviously when it comes to a big wing, you have all the traits in Jerami Grant. I mean, a guy who can shoot threes and also can to protect the rim, and he's the kind of similarity to what Christian Wood from the Houston Rockets is. But this, when it comes to Jerami Grant, he's a much bigger, much taller defender. So when it comes down to, he's a defender and he's an offensive type of player. So and plus, he's only making $20 million per year. I mean, I believe he has like 2 years left of his contract. So when it comes down to it, if the Detroit Pistons wants to make a trade with the Los Angeles Lakers, the only basically a logical trade will be THT, potentially Kendrick Nunn, if somehow Kendrick Nunn returns in January of 2022 and gives us a great performance, then he could be added to that particular trade. And then a potential first-round pick, a future first-round pick, maybe the 2027 first-round pick, could be in place. Or maybe they will add a veteran type of contract, maybe DeAndre Jordan into that particular trade to just make the contracts match. So when it comes down to it, I have to say Jerami Grant is more of a realistic type of trade scenario, and he'll be a better fit when it comes to comparing to Ben Simmons. But either way, I mean, I honestly, when it comes down to it, Ben Simmons, he can fit very well with LeBron, and he can also fit with Anthony Davis. Maybe not with Russell Westbrook, but still remains to be seen if the 76ers would accept the first trade scenario with just THT and Kendrick Nunn in the first round pick. But if Russell Westbrook is part of that trade, then it could potentially be a game changer for the Lakers if somehow it's Ben Simmons and then LeBron and Anthony Davis type of scenario. But big three, if you will. But Jerami Grant, I think he'll be a much better fit for the Lakers when it comes to playing alongside with Anthony Davis, bringing that another power forward into the mix who could protect the rim and also can shoot threes. So when it comes down to it, I mean, I have to say, Jerami Grant is more of a realistic type of trade scenario with the Los Angeles Lakers compared to Ben Simmons, and potentially also, and I don't really think it's this particular trade will happen, but with Miles Turner, so of the Indiana Pacers. So when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, I really want to know your thoughts about it. I personally would rather go with Jerami Grant because the Lakers are looking for defensive type of players, and when it comes to another big man who can shoot threes also and make mid-range shots and just protecting the rim. I mean, he can do all that, but when it comes down to it, the contracts could potentially be matched when it comes to what the Detroit Pistons are looking for. So and the Lakers could make that particular matchup, make the contracts match in that particular instance. So guys, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Who do you think the Lakers should target when it comes to these particular trade rumors? Do you think it's Ben Simmons? Do you think it's Jerami Grant? Or maybe Miles Turner? I mean, so far, when it comes to trade rumors as of late, these three particular players have been in the mix for the Los Angeles Lakers. So when it comes to more updates about potential trades coming to the Lakers, I will let you all know in this on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. And this is kind of a historic, or not historic, or just the sense of trade rumors. I mean, the Lakers are always involved in trade rumors when it comes to particular players, but half the time it doesn't really come true when it comes to potential trades, because most likely the Lakers will look at the buyout market if potential players will get bought out from their respective teams. So but that will potentially happen in February. So when it comes down to it, guys, we just have to wait and see potential trade rumors coming about, and who the Lakers will potentially target. That's our realistic type of trade scenarios due to the trade assets that the Lakers have, because they don't have a lot. So when it comes down to it, my final line, I think Jerami Grant will be a realistic type of trade scenario with the Los Angeles Lakers. And when it comes to Miles Turner and Ben Simmons, it's a kind of a long shot. So I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. And of course, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at ZSPN. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.